Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiana with Storyhouse Books. Tonight we're participating in the hashtag JJ3 under 30 collaboration being hosted by Seven Plaza and Mrs. CraftybyTony. Again, it's hashtag JJ3 under 30. It is an open collaboration from what I understand. Anybody can join as long as you put the hashtag JJ3, the number 3, under number 30 in your title. Anybody can join. So it's literally what it sounds like. You have to be able, or you want to make 3 items of ephemera in 30 minutes. So I have decided to challenge myself and try to make 3 ID cards in 30 minutes. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Full transparency. This is the second time I filmed this. The first time, I barely made it. But when I went back to review my video, guess who is, shocker, halfway out of frame when I was doing the stamping, right? So, had to trash that one. So we're doing it again. This time, I don't know why I cannot stay in frame or figure it out. Anyway, I've got tape down on my craft mat tonight, so I know where my boundaries are, and hopefully this will be the video that sticks. And hopefully I'll be able to do these 3 in 30 minutes again. It's not easy. It was hard. So these are the 3 that I made in the first video. Let me see. Let me just show you the examples of the 3 that let's pull them all out. These are some older ones, but I made these today. Hopefully you guys can see these. I made these today. This one, I made this one. I made this young lady here, and then for the 3 under 30 the first time around, I made this one, this guy, and this young lady right here. So they're not super easy, not super complicated, but there is a method to do these. Rule number 1. Have your pictures already picked out, which I do. We have 3 pictures right here from the Tim Holtz collection. Number 2, I've already got my cards cut. Now, they can be any size that you'd like. Mine are around 3 inches this way and about 4.5 this way. I think one of them's a little bit smaller. But generally, that's the way I do my ID cards. The paper is Tim Holtz backdrops. I like using his more distressed looking backdrops. It kind of already gives me a background and kind of does half the distressing for us, right? If you want, you can always also cover the back with coffee dye paper to make it a journaling card. I'm not doing that tonight for this make, but I normally do. So it's so you can write on the back, right? But you don't have to. Anyway, I've already got them cut and I've already rounded my corners. So we're going to do this in like an assembly line style. Another rule is be mindful of how many choices you give yourself. So I've got, in total, as far as I have books of stamps, I've got these books that I get from Hobby Lobby. I've got 7 of these books full of stamps. On top of these, I have 2 large binders full of stamps that are the long, the large pages that don't fit in those books. I've also got a basket of all the Tim Holtz large ones that don't fit in these books either. They have to go these larger. I got a bin of those, and then I've got 7 boxes of wooden stamps. I have a lot of stamps. Longer story short. So what I did was I only chose a few. So I grabbed these. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 sets here that I pulled out of my books, and then I've got the standard over here. I've got my Tim Holtz field notes and my Tim Holtz eccentric. But even then, I only pulled out certain ones to choose from. So I don't have to go digging through the entire box. I'm only using what I've pulled out. Okay? Again, I'm only using what I've pulled out. I'm not going to have to dig anything. I've already got my inks out. So let's go ahead and get started. What supplies are you going to need? Well, I'll start my timer, which is my little Google stopwatch. Let me get it over to that page here. Okay, and I'll hit start in a second after I give you all the supplies. So, supplies. You'll need some stamps, right? We've talked about that, obviously. You'll need your cardstock. Go ahead and cut those. Like I said, I normally cut mine 3 by 4.5. and I round my corners. You'll need your pictures for your ID cards. I also stencil some texture to my cards as well, so if you have any stencils, bring those out. You're going to need your inks, of course. The inks that I'm using tonight, let me show you exactly what I'm using. For my inking, I'm going to use Distress Oxide Walnut Stain. For the stamping of the ID card, I have VersaFine Clair in Nocturne. This is black. I have VersaFine Clair in Twilight, which is a very dark blue. Archival ink in Red Geranium. This is my favorite red. I love this red. It's not too orangey. It's not too pink. It is beautiful. It's a deep, deep red. I love it. If you can find it, get it. I also have Archival ink in Coffee. Okay? So we're going to be using only those. Those are my only choices that I'm giving myself. Okay? Alright, we're also going to need, I also have the stamp that I brought out for speckling. I have that on, I always have this one loaded, ready to go. You'll need some acrylic blocks, obviously, for your stamps. Yes. You'll need some daubers if you are inking. It's okay. So I've got one is in black soot ink, distress ink, not oxide, but the distress ink, black soot, and this one is for the walnut stain oxide. I use both of those in this particular project inking, and I also have my blending brush. Once I ink, I actually go back over it to soften the inking a little bit and to kind of accentuate certain parts of the card. I think that's it. Oh well, you'll need a pair of scissors because we will be using this to distress the edges of the pictures. Tim Holtz has a tool, it's a little round little tool that distresses paper. If you've got that, bring that out. If you don't have that, you just use the edge of your scissors. Okay, which is what I do. I just don't see the need to buy it. But if you have it, great. I mean, if I had money to just throw around, I probably would buy it just because it had his name on it, like a lot of us do. You may also need. I also have an awl that I use to do some more distressing to the paper, like curling the corners or making scratches on the pictures, that type of thing. Doing more distress to the ID card. If we have time, hopefully I'll be able to do that. You don't have to have an awl. A pencil tip will work. Any kind of round little thing will work. Toothpick, whatever. But I find that awl is just really easy to handle because it has a handle on it, right? Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna do this in assembly line style, type fashion, or whatever, assembly line style, right? And hopefully we'll get done. Also, I learned from some of my mistakes in the first one, so I might actually get it all the way done. I want to say, I did it actually from start to actual finish where I did the speckling. It took me for almost 40 minutes versus 30. So, all right, you ready? Set, got your stuff. All right, I'm gonna hit the timer, and it is. Oh, it's late. Look what time it is, y'all. It's 12:30. I gotta work in the morning. All right, here we go, and going. Oh, yeah. Is it going? No, it's not. Now it is. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ink our cards. So I'm going to grab my Distress Oxide. I'm going to have that, and I've got my black soot. So my black soot goes on first on the edges. So I want them really dark. And this is what I do. Like I said, this is my process of doing them. Assembly line style, right? Do-do-do. And I just do the edges. I want to get rid of that white core of the paper. I don't want to see it. And it also helps darken the edges a little bit more because I really like a dark edge on my ID cards. I like them to look old and used and abused. Sitting in somebody's drawer for half a century or whatever. Alright, now we're going to grab the walnut stain. I'm just going to brush it, paying some, special attention to the corners. I like the corners darker than the rest. Kind of highlights the middle of the card. And I may go around a couple of times until I get the look that I want. Okay, I want this darker, kind of even this out here. Okay, next. Uh-oh, maybe time to re-ink my pad over there. It is not pulling up as much ink as I would like it to do. Like normal. There we go. Okay. And here we go. There we go. Alright, 28 minutes to go. If I can get all of this distressing done with 25 minutes to go, we should be okay. Okay, I think that's good. Now I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to blend it around just to soften it up a little bit. See how it just kind of gets rid of the brush marks. Just gives it a blend, well, blends it, you know, softens it up just a little bit. I'm not worried about it being perfect because this is, you know, supposed to be vintage, supposed to be aged. So perfect is long gone, supposedly, for these little items, yeah? Okay. Now, next part, we're going to do some stenciling for the background. Now, this one I'm not going to do too much to. I might just put some texture on it with this one here. This is some crackle there. So let's do just a little bit, real light touch to it. You may not even be able to see it on camera, but I just want a little bit of texture on this piece. Yeah, you can barely even see it. Let's go a little bit darker here. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. That little bit of texture right here is what I'm looking for, yeah? I'll do a little bit over here. And then maybe some right here. Alright, I'm good with that one. Alright, this next one here. Let's do some water stains. I'm definitely going to need to re-ink this pad for sure. Alright, let me grab, I had a thing that I was doing stuff on. Here we go. Alright, Tiana, let's get going. Gotta move. Here. And then we'll do some right over here. And then maybe just a little bit of crackle on here. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's throw some crackle on here. Okay, that's plenty. And then we'll do the rest in water speckles here. There's one right there. Here we go. Alright, stencils are done and out of here. Let's get rid of those. Okay, we've done our background here. I am going to put a couple of folds in here. I'm going to fold it and run my walnut stain over that, and it'll give you a little line like that, a crease in your card. See that? So I'm going to do that a couple of places just to give it a little more distress. Just randomly. Yeah? Okay, let's do here, like that. One this way. And I think that's enough. Let's blend this out a little bit. It's a little bit wider than I wanted it. Okay, now I'm done with the distressing on the cards. Now we're going to distress the pictures themselves. I'm going to take the back of my scissors and just run it across the sides here. And you'll see how it kind of lifts it. It makes it rough there. And don't even mind if it tears the picture a little bit, because I may actually do that on purpose here in a second. The whole point is to distress the photo, yeah? Give it a little bit of dimension also, so it's not so flat up against the paper. So that right there, I don't mind that at all. This little tear, don't mind it at all. I'm actually going to make it worse. Okay. Then I'm going to put some scratches in it, but before I do that, I'm going to fold it to where it gives it a little crease, and where the creases are, I'm going to take my scissors and just scratch in those creases so it looks a little more natural. Yeah? There and there. Alright, there's one. I don't want to spend too much time on this. We're already at 24 minutes left. I've got to have all this done and down with 20 minutes left to go. So we've got 4 minutes to get all this stuff distressed. Yeah? Okay, so we'll do one there, do a little scratch there, maybe a scratch here, and that one's done. Okay, I gotta move. I don't know if this is a good idea. Like I said, it was a challenge for myself to do it. I think I can. I know I did. I was so close the first time I filmed this. Alright, we'll do this right here. Put a little scratch there. A little scratch right there. I'm going to skip any of the curling right now, because we're going to run out of time. Alright, let's ink them. I am going to ink around the entire photo itself, because I want it to be darker. So let's do the edges. And then we'll hit the center with the dauber as well. See, it's already doing that, so I kind of want to do that. Go over the scratches a little more. See how it brings out the scratches as well in the creases, which is what I want. Yeah. Okay, let's grab the edges. Alright, I got 3 minutes to get these down and glued down. Alright, let's get those scratches good. And then I'm just going to rub it over the whole picture like that. Yeah? Okay. One more to go. And that little curl right there, I am going to use my awl on, so I'm going to put it underneath the curl, hold it down with my thumb, and roll the awl and my thumb at the same time to give it a little bit of a curl that'll stick. See? Right there? That's what I'm looking for. Just roll it back and forth to make it stay. Then I'm going to ink the heck out of it. Alright, and then again, we're going to go over the whole picture. Make sure we get those scratches so they stick out more. Yeah? Alright, there's the distress on our photos. Yeah? Alright, those are done. Moving on. Alright, let's glue them down, decide which direction we're going with stuff. Alright, so this one, I think I'm going to go that way with it. And these two will be horizontal. Yeah? Move my scissors out of the way. So let's go... Actually... No, we're going to go this way here, one there. She can go here, and she'll go here. Yeah? Okay. Using art glitter glue. 21, 23 left. Okay, put that down. Straighten it out. Give him a little smush. And he's down. Okay. Moving on. Right there. Okay, make sure she's straight. Yeah, we're good. Give her a little smush. She's down. She's straight? Yeah, she's straight. Alright, and then this young lady here. Right there. Yeah? Actually, darn it, I wanted to actually stamp this one first. So, I want to stamp this one first because I'm using a different stamp that I am on these two. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we'll do that in just a second. Alright, stamping time. Let's get rid of the glue. Alright, I am going to stamp a couple coffee rings on here, so let's do that right now real quick. Let's grab one here. Alright, here, here, and here. Alright, I'm going to use archival coffee. Shocker, right? One there. Let's do one there. And we'll do another one right here. One more ring, and then we'll be done with that. Here. There. I'm going to do it here. And then this one, we're just going to go right there. Yeah? Alright, done. Next, where'd this go? This went right here. Okay. Alright, put that aside. Next, we're going to put the grids on. We're going to use Nocturne for that. Alright, I'm going to put her picture right here so I don't forget. Alright, assembly line style. I'm going to try this grid here. I haven't used this one in a while. I got this from... Where did I get this? I believe it was Simon Says Stamp. I'll have to go back and look and see which one it was. I don't remember the brand. Okay, so let's do... We're going to only do half here. Come on. Come on. Alright, we're going to use this one and do like so. Yeah? Okay. I'm going to use this one on him, and then I'm going to use CraftybyTony stamps, grid stamps for the other two. Okay. Alright, I said I was going to go this direction, right? Or do I want to do this way? I think I'm going to go this way with it. Phooey! Which way do I want to go, y'all? Let's go this way. No, this way. See? This is what I was trying to avoid last time. Okay, if I can get it straight. Hope it's straight. I hate large stamps because the middle part is always so difficult to get. That'll work. Okay, take this one off. Put it to the side. I'll worry about it later. Alright, so there's that one. Actually, let's put him away before I forget, and I'll leave him sitting somewhere. Okay, stopping the timer so I put my stamp away. Alright, there's that one out of here. Alright, so let's start the timer again. Here we go with this one here. Alright, we need this one right here. For her, I'm going to use that fit. No, we're not going to use that one. We're gonna go back this one with this one. Okay. Come on, Johnny, gotta go, gotta move. Okay. I'm gonna pause for 1 second. I really need some water. I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Alright, stamping. It's not gonna fit completely, but that's fine with me. It's fine with me. It'll still work. I've used it this way before. Trust me on this. This is one of CraftybyTony. One of her ID stamps for her ID collection. I think we're going to go this way. Alright, I might get out of frame just for a second while I get over on top of this. Sorry if my head gets in the way, guys. Just want to make sure this gets on here straight, yeah? Can't really tell because the paper's bent. Alright. Okay, that'll work. Okay, next. Alright, let's put that one over there. Alright, for the other one, we're going to use this other one. It's another one, CraftybyTony stamps. Here. Okay. We gotta move. I am going too slow. Got it. There we go. Alright, this one we're going to do vertically. So right here. And the picture is going to go in that frame right there. So we're going to go here. And I'm actually cut this one back down because it's too long, it looks like. Okay, let's line it up. Best I can here. Where's the edge? Darn it, where is it? I can't see it. Okay. Go. Alright, there we go. Okay, moving on. Alright, get that out of the way. Let's grab her picture and get her back on here. Okay. Make sure she's centered. Give her a little smush. Yeah, she's on. Okay, now I am going to cut this a little bit. Let's get rid of the glue and get to stamping fast. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. Okay, let's go. Alright, they all need signatures, so let's do that first, yeah? Let me grab a signature stamp here. Stamps here. Let's get going. Signature, boom, here we go. Signature. Alright, we're going to put a signature for him right here, underneath his, right here. Okay, signature for this one here. Put the signature here and she can sign inside the box. Yeah? Okay. Cool. Alright, for her, she's going to get a different signature, smaller one. Signature is, where is it? It is right here. Here we go. I'm going to work on her because she's got all these small ones and they'll come from the same kit. It's a CraftybyTony's ID one. Yeah? Is this signature? Yeah, I just have it upside down. Okay, signature's going to go here. Alright, now we're going to get all the signatures on. Alright, let's start here. This is George. That's going to be George right over there. Here, George. George, signature's there. Okay, George has got a signature. Next one here, we've got one. This is Harry. No, how about we do Edith? Yeah, Edith. Okay, and I got another signature page over there. This will be Edith. She'll be right here. Bam. Done. Alright, I need another signature quickly. Pull up these signatures here. Who do we have? I've got Francis. Is this somebody? Okay, let's go with that. Or is it Mr.? I can't tell. Mr. R something F N. Let's go with F A. Let's go with this one here because it's small enough. I don't want to waste time. Okay, this one is going to go right here. And that's the signature there. Alright, cool beans. That signature's done. Let's move on. Okay, what's next? Alright, let's start filling in the addresses and whatnot. So let's do transportation company here for Mr. George. That's going to go here. Yes, okay. We also all need identification checks, so let's do that as well. I'm going to put his right here, right above his name. Okay. Need another one here for this young lady here. We'll put hers right up at the top. Yeah. Okay. And then I believe there's an identity card for this young lady in the middle. Identity card right here. Yes. Okay. And we'll put that right underneath her photo. Yes. Good. Okay. Next. All right. Let's do... Put him at the factory. Factory number 1896. Yes. We can also put this young lady here over at the factory as well. Next, we've got, what do we got? They all need numbers. So let's do, that's a 7. Let's get working on this little young lady right here. So we'll go classification next. Put that on the top here. There. Classification. And we'll give that a number. Yeah? Here. Right there. I'm also going to go ahead and give them all R's for registered. Yeah? R. Here we go. R here. Let's give her an R right under her name. There. Give him one up here. This square here. And then she'll get an R as well, but from a different set. This one here. That'll go in this little square right here. Yeah? Alright, we've got a registered stamp. Let's do that one. And we're going to do that one in red. Everybody's going to get one of those right over their R's. So do one there. One up here for him as registered. And then one for this young lady down here. Here we go. Awesome. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Okay. Let's put this down, please. Alright, let's put some dates on here. Date. Here we go, date. Date. Alright, let's put the date for him over here. Date. Date for her. We'll put the date right above her name. And then for this young lady, she'll get a date as well above her name. Date. Okay. Keep going. Let's put some dates on here, yeah? Alright, dates. Alright, we got one here. Right there. Alright, let's get him a date, or give her a date as well. Right here. And a date for this gentleman over here. There. Perfect. Alright, moving on. Alright, classification. Let's work back on her. So we've got classification. How about we go for a department? What is this? This is... what? Destination. Let's do destination country. How about that? Destination. Put that here. Destination. And we'll do country. I've got a United States stamp over here. So destination country. Here. And we'll go United States. See which way it goes. I think it's this way. Yep. It's so tiny you wouldn't even know it says United States unless I told you. And that can go right here. Bang. Alright. Queens. Alright, let's go for... we got signature. Let's go for department and give that a number for her. Department. We'll go here with that. Does that say department? Yes, it does. Department. And grab another number, yeah? Let's go with this number here. That's date of birth. That's not a number. There's a number right here. Here we go. Alright. Department number. That's the same number we just used. We can't use that. Department. Let's go with this one here. Come on, give me the number. Come on. Here we go. Alright, here's the department number. We'll go right here. Yeah? Alright, let's keep it going. Let's give her some sort of... oh, I don't know. Some sort of stamp or something in the middle. I don't know if I'm going to make it, you guys. Well, either way, I'm still going to post this, so you guys are still going to see it. Okay? Alright, here we go. Let's do this one. Like a little insignia. We'll do it in blue. I really thought I was going to be able to do this the second time around. I don't know what took me longer this time. I'm going to go right here. There we go. Alright, let's go to filed. I need my filed one. Where's the filed one? Filed. Filed. There it is. I'm really irritated that I'm not going to get this done. Let's go for red. Everybody gets a filed. Yes. Let's go right above here. Filed. Okay, one for here. We'll go filed here. And give her a filed as well. Down, up here, kind of cockeyed, like that. Okay, great. Moving on. Alright, where are we with her? Identity card, she needs a number. Let's give her the number word. Where's the number? Number. Right, what is that? Is that it? No, it's a number 7. Where's my NO? There it is. Ooh, it's going to be close, you guys, if I can get them moving a little faster. Number, right here. Number. I need a number. Let me take this one right here, as it fits, I believe. Come on. Here. There's her number. Okay. Everybody needs a number, right? Okay, let's go here. We'll give him a number like this. There. Okay, she needs a number as well. Let's go with this number here. Right there. Okay. Let's keep going here. We've got what? Department 177 here. Yeah? Alright, let's go. Factory, we got that. Transportation company is where she works. Okay. Right there. Alright. Then we've got telephone number. How about stop thinking, stop thinking. Alright, we're gonna go. Uh-oh, I'm losing stamps here. Workroom 220 for her. And then we'll give her a phone number. Yeah. Cool. Okay. What else can we do for that? Where are those stars? Let's give her some stars for classification. She's got 3. Everybody gets 3 stars. Yes? Okay, we'll give her 3 stars here. And give old boy 3 stars. We'll put his stars right here. No. Here. Yeah? Okay. Moving on. Let's keep going. How much time we got? We've got 2 minutes. I can probably get this done. Alright, we need another stamp here. Let's do a received stamp. And we'll do this one also in red. And give everybody one of these. Here. Let's go here. Oh, no. That's sticking. Come on, stick. Alright, come on. Let's give one here. Got one there. There. One here. Let's go here. There. One for this young lady over here. There. Okay, moving on. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. Alright. So let's do New York Trading Company for this gentleman. Here's where he works. I'm not going to make it. I'm so close, you guys. So close. Alright, here. New York Trading Company. There's that. And let's give him an address. Here. And a telephone number as well. That ought to fill him in. Here we go. Right there. Alright. Then we need, let's do, needs a department 77. Department 177. Right next door. Right there. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, 33 seconds. What are we missing? Okay, what are we missing? What are we missing? Oh my goodness. Something here and here. Let's do what? Goodness, I don't know what to do now. Let's see, form? How about form? Form. Where's form? Here we go. Form 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, we did it. Okay. There are stamps everywhere like dead bodies. Oh my gosh. I have never made identity cards that fast, ID cards this fast before. Alright, so I think we actually did pretty good. Minus the speckling, and what I usually do to finish them off, I might have probably put something here and here. Probably some sort of like claim check one right there. Probably something right here. But other than that, these are actually usable just the way they are, I think. So what do you guys think? I think they're pretty good. Yeah? So we've got this one here. Yeah? And you did this one. And this one. I'm going to go ahead and speckle them. I know it's after time, but they need to be speckled. Let's grab the coffee and get some speckling on here. Get our speckle on. Got to get our speckle on. Here. A little speckle right there. And this will fill in some gaps too for us, right? Okay, let's flip it around. Do a little bit right there. Okay, last one. Ooh, excuse me. Let's go like this. And some down here at the bottom. Yeah. And a little bit right there, a little spot there, and over here where it's empty. All right, you guys, we did it. 3 and 30. 3 ID cards, 30 minutes. So if I can do it, you can do it too. All right. So let me know which one of these was your favorite. I'd love to hear it. And get to making some ID cards, right? So hit the like button if you guys liked the video. Leave a comment, please. I'd love to hear it. Like I said, which one is your favorite? What you like? What you didn't like? Reading y'all's comments is like one of my favorite parts of the day. I swear to God. So just do what I say and leave a comment, please. Okay, not really. Just do it. Anyway, I'm usually pretty good about responding as quick as possible. Like I said, it's one of my favorite parts of the day when you guys leave messages. Also, but if you're new, please hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you. And hit the bell that you'll get notified every time I upload new content. Which is right now I'm trying to do my best. Trying to get better at editing, so it's taking me a little bit longer. Right now, as I'm filming this video, I am still working on part 12 of the Create a Lapbook series with me 2.0. I have some editing to do there, but I'm uploading that one probably tomorrow. I think you guys are still on part 11 right now, but I know I'm a couple days behind. I'm late uploading part 12. We're also going to be starting, just FYI, we're going to be starting, I'm going to start filming a couple new tutorials. One for Elsa, I keep promising to do it, was how to build that small journal that we put in the lap book. I promised her I would do it. It's a 2 signature writing journal. I'm going to do that one next. I also promised that travel lap book that I did a while back. I promised to do a tutorial on that one. And a tutorial on, if you watched my last What's Up, What's New, the folio panels that were part of a disaster that I was going to rebuild. I'm going to do that rebuild in a tutorial for you guys. And it's almost spooky season, so Halloween, spooky, grungy folio time again. Last year, y'all had me so busy, my God. I forgot how many, I think it was at least almost, oh my God, I think it was almost a dozen orders I had for those. I was just cranking them out, right? So I've already started making those, so we're going to do a couple of those together as well, start to finish. So if you guys like to see everything from start to finish, I'm going to keep doing the start to finish videos, as long as they are. And I appreciate all y'all's comments about those lately. I really do. I think that's it for today. All right, you guys. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a little bit. And go make some ID cards. See y'all soon. Bye.